I have finally done it. I've added Carplay to my Porsche Cayman 987. This is a Porsche PCCM Plus unit. It comes direct from Porsche and costs around £1,600. So obviously, I haven't bought that. That can absolutely do one. What I have done is I've bought this instead, the AliExpress special. You'll have seen it advertised all across the forums. This is a direct replacement for what is already in this car. It uses a very similar fascia, some old style buttons, and I think you'll agree it looks awesome. It brings it bang up to date. But before we get into what exactly this unit can do, let's just take a look at the way this thing looks, because I think you'll agree it looks like a factory fitted unit. It looks old enough to be in keeping with the car, but it adds in that modern element that we need when we're daily driving these 18-year-old Porsches. So there is a little bit of glare, as you can see across the screen, but honestly, when you sat in the car, you don't really notice it. It's just an extremely sunny day. But the fascia, I think you'll agree, looks incredible. These buttons look pretty much like what you get on any other Porsche unit, and these can be illuminated in different colours depending on the theme. You'll see how I've ordered slightly the wrong colour, and there is a discrepancy between these two colours. So when you order this unit, there'll be a link in the description for that. There are two colours to choose from. One's steel grey and the other one's silver grey, I think. I chose silver grey, and I should have picked steel grey. But that doesn't really matter, because the colour that this is, this shiny, nice silver colour, I'm actually having the whole thing sprayed. So I'm going to be taking off all these bits and the fascia of that and having the whole thing sprayed. So it will look pretty much more in keeping with that. But in terms of the actual screen, like I said, there's a little bit of glare on the screen, but the speed of it, it's incredible. You can even get YouTube, you see. We've been watching my videos on YouTube on this screen. But the way this thing fits into the dashboard and looks like a factory fitted unit, I am super happy with. But the main thing I got this for is CarLink or CarPlay. When this boots up, and if you plug your phone into it, it boots automatically. There we have full Apple CarPlay, all the usual functionality. Look at the speed of it. People complain at these units saying they're Chinese and they don't work properly, and look at this. The speed of that. It's seriously good. I am super happy with this. The sound quality from the speakers is brilliant as well. So if you follow the link in the description and the pinned comment, you'll find the exact unit I bought. And when you click on that, you'll see there are numerous different options to choose from, ranging everything from £156 all the way up to £400. The options include cameras, but the main difference is more RAM. It's a question that gets often asked on Facebook groups when you're talking about this type of unit. People wondering whether you need the 8 gig of RAM, the 16 gig of RAM, the more memory, more processing power, whatever. For the purpose of this video, I decided to choose the cheapest one you can buy. So this is the absolute basic of the basic. It's from AliExpress, and it was £156 delivered to the UK. When you consider the price of the Porsche one, £1,600, this makes exceptional value. And drop in the comment below anyone that does have the proper PCCM unit. Is it any better than this? I mean, on first impressions, this is pretty good. It's been very reliable and sounds great as well. Now, it is worth noting that this car is fitted with the Bose speakers. Now, many of you will have heard that when you come to fit an aftermarket stereo, the Bose system does cause a little bit of complication. Bose systems run fibre optic cables, and it means that when you buy this system, you need to purchase the extra little box that goes with it. This comes in at around £40, and it allows you to plug the fibre optic cable into the back, and with a little bit of simple wiring, you can get the whole thing to work perfectly. One thing that I did hear about, and it's definitely worth noting if you are going to fit one of these, is that the Bose amplifier is powered by the original head unit. In other words, the signal the original head unit sends to the amplifier is where it stays. If you simply take out your old CD player and fit one of these without adjusting the sound on the amplifier, That's the maximum sound you'll ever get out of the system. So say you have it set at volume 3, you plug this in, that's full blast is volume 3, and that's your lot. So it's extremely quiet. So what you need to do before you take out your old one, turn it up full blast, you don't have to have any music playing, then unplug it. That will give you full capacity to turn this up as loud as you want. A few people have said that the sub doesn't work, the rear speakers don't work. That is completely false. Everything is working perfectly with my new AliExpress head unit. So a lot of concerns people have with this AliExpress unit is that the sound quality is going to be poor and the reliability is going to be an issue. And although I've only had it fitted for 1 week, it's safe to say that it's been perfect so far. I've not had any issues with the unit at all, being not responding or the sound quality being poor or connection issues. It's been perfect. It's been brilliant. And the compatibility with the Bose system means that you don't have to lose any of the amazing quality you get from the standard speakers in this car. And better still, if you don't have the Bose fitted to the car, this thing's plug and play. If it hadn't been for the Bose wiring, I would have had this thing fitted in roughly 10 minutes. It was only those extra few wires that had to splice in that caused it to take me a little bit longer than I otherwise would. £1,600 versus £156. It's not even a competition. If the Porsche unit is better, it's going to have to be more than 10 times better to be worth the extra money. For the power of this thing and for the price, it way outperforms any of my expectations. And if it turns out to be junk, then I've got the old unit to put straight back in. So ultimately, would I recommend this head unit opposed to the Porsche PCCM Plus version? Well, the Porsche one is, of course, a lot more money. I haven't got any experience in using it, but I've heard it operates more or less the exact same way this one does. It has CarPlay, which is what most people use. This also has Android Auto, if you're one of them weird people that don't have an iPhone. And it just works seamlessly with everything I've plugged into it. You can have 360 cameras, you can load up Netflix, load up YouTube, and so much more. I've just gone for the cheapest unit to showcase what you can do for such a small amount of money. You can bring your 18-year-old Cayman right up to the modern day and make it more usable. When it comes to being more usable, this will make the car much better for those long distance trips. Being able to plug my phone in, listen to music and use Apple Maps. It's going to make driving this on all the road trips I have planned even easier. And coming up is a very special road trip because in the next few days, I'm going to be taking this car to the North Coast 500. 516 miles round the coast of Scotland. And now I've got CarPlay fitted, I'm more confident that I'm going to find my way around and make it back all in one piece. So yeah, if you're interested in seeing more content with this car, with modifications, and also trips to the North Coast 500, then please make sure you hit that subscribe button now so you don't miss a single upload. I just want to say a massive thank you to everyone that has supported this channel over the last few years. The channel has grown to huge levels that I didn't even think were possible. And it's all thanks to you guys for supporting it, giving me opportunities that I've had and also sponsorship. So yeah, thank you so much to everyone that's taken the time to hit that subscribe button. So if you haven't already done that, please consider doing it because it makes such a huge difference to my channel. Thank you so much for watching and I'll see you next time. Bye.